Welcome back, realvacantland.com. This is Luke Smith. I've got another property for you. This one is in Wyoming, and I got a picture of an elk in the background because this one isn't very far from Yellowstone National Park, at least as Wyoming driving times go, right? And so, I don't know if you guys have ever spent time in Yellowstone, but it is one beautiful piece of America, and these trees kind of look like there was a fire in the past. I went to Yellowstone before a fire. I went there after a fire, and the thing just, this is like the late 80s fire, right? And it lit up. It got so green and beautiful, and I just still remember driving through that park, and there's just animals all over the place. This is an elk, but there's just animals everywhere in this park. It's a beautiful piece of the country, and it's definitely worth seeing, whether you care about this land or not. But this land is not too far from there. So let's jump into the website. Let's take a look at this piece of property. So I'm on realvacantland.com. There's a link in the description of this video to get to this website. It's got my phone number, name and phone number, contact information up there. We're asking $28,000 for this property. There's the APN number if you want to look it up with a county. It's in Fremont County, Wyoming. It's 4.64 acres, almost 5 acres. Made a video about it in the past. You could find that in my YouTube channel. So it looks like 5,500 people looked at this thing so far. Nobody's taken off with it. Like, what the heck, So I got the map pulled up here. The property's right here. It's by Riverton. Riverton's a cute little town. You get groceries, get your hair cut, and stuff like that there. And then if you shot up to 26, that direction, you'd be in Yellowstone. You'd go in north of Jackson and traffic and stuff. You'd see the southern or the northern parts of the Tetons, and then you get into the park where you could go fly fishing, you could go hiking, you can go camping, you could go snowshoeing in the winter. I think there's snowmobiling parts. There's a beautiful lake in Yellowstone if you want to go kayaking and rafting, and there's just so much nature. There's a lot of rock climbing too for horses, for horse people. I mean, this other video is horse. My wife's a horse. We just went horse camping, not in Yellowstone. Last week we were in Cuyamaca's horse camping. My wife has horses, and we hooked up the horse trailer, took the horses camping, and I got a bunch of ticks. I didn't like that, but it was still a really beautiful countryside, and it was fun to just take the horses out and go see it. And from this property, you could keep horses on this property. You could trailer them up into Yellowstone. Yellowstone has some amazing horse hiking as well. So let's zoom into the property, and it's on the 137 is the highway, and there's rivers and streams and stuff in the area. There's a canal in the back of the property. There's an easement that goes from the 137 back to the property. And there's street view from this main road and these smaller roads off to the side. So I'm going to try to show you a whole bunch of different views of this thing. Let's see if we can do satellite. Here we go. So it's got some different homes running around the area and some farming in the area as well. So the homes seem to be spread along this main road and stretched off the main road. If we take this thing and we do street view right up front, I'll show you the access to the property. So here's the driveway stub. So this is where you'd put your driveway, and it's got, oh darn it, it's got your classic cattle grate kind of thing to keep the animals in. And then you put your driveway along this fence line to the property in the back here. So you've got an easement. This is your shot to get your driveway back to the property. And let's blow this thing up. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Well, let me go back around. Let's do street view from some of the side angles. I think over here maybe we can look down. So here's the canal that goes to the back of the property. This canal or this waterways in the back of the property. The property is out here. It's all flat, nice big flat piece of property. What I think you'd want to do with this is call the local manufactured home dealer and say, hey guys, what's your timelines to getting a home delivered over here? I got a flat piece of property. It's got power lines, and it probably need a septic, probably need a water well to make it work. So there's some trees, but the property would be like back over in here if I got my orientations right. But I think this is the other end of that canal. And I think, like, from what I'm hearing, you can do FHA financing on those manufactured homes now. That's like 3.5% down. So you could wrap in the purchase price of this property, $28,000, and they would do title and everything. And I'd have to sign a bunch of paperwork, and it's totally fine. We can set up all the paperwork to do that. But they would finance the home, The delivery, the setup, they would probably put a driveway in here, a water well, a septic. They'd probably run the power line from, the road going back. See if I can reach it. They'd run a power line because there's a power line here at the road. They'd run a power line back to the setup. They'd scrape a spot. They'd put it all together for you, and they'd ask you for 3.5% down if you did FHA financing and payments from time over there. And whatever their timeline is to signing up to getting it all delivered, you'd move in and then you could live there and you just keep making payments from there. Or you could turn around and you could sell it. If you're enterprising kind of individual, that might be a good way to do it too. It's like, yeah, I'm going to live there and now it's set up. You just put it on the market and sell it. So $28,000, and this is Wyoming, so there's no income taxes or state income tax. You still have federal tax, but you don't have the state income tax. You got some of the cheapest property taxes in the country. This one is $154 a year is what they're asking for this property. And yeah, there's Walmart. It's 7 miles away to Walmart. The school is six miles away. There's a health place a mile away. There's some restaurant, coffee shop, post office is 6 miles away. This is Riverton. Riverton's a cute little town. A Shell gas station, the water, clean your truck in the back, and take your horses to Yellowstone. So if you set that up and you're taking horses to Yellowstone, hopefully you invite me, my wife especially. Maybe we could take a ride, go see some countryside. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. It's another property at ruralvacantland.com. I'll keep them coming. And if you want to keep watching them, hit subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye.